Hello everyone, this is Abhishek Borua joining in from AnyRadio. Today AnyRadio is presenting to you all a conversation on metal. That is a trend that's thriving and conquering all of the world. So today we are joined by the amazing Andre Tiranda from the amazing Indonesian band Siksa Kabur. Uh, Andre, it's a pleasure to have you.
Oh, it's the pleasure is mine. Thank you for having me.
So just a quick introduction. Andre, could you please give us a quick introduction of yourself?
Um, hello, my metal brothers in India. Um,
Mhm.
I'm Andre Tiranda. I play guitar for the band Siksa Kubur. Um, we've been around for quite a while, like 26 years or something. We already released 8 studio album, and now we're like working on the album number 9 right now for the end of the year release, hopefully. Yeah.
End
So
of this year.
yeah, end of this year.
So everyone who's watching, like you all have something to look out for.
Yeah, sure. But I accept every pressure. I'm okay.
That's
So how are you,
so.
Abhishek? Abhishek, how
I'm
are you?
fine. How are you?
I'm great. How old are you actually?
Um, well, I just turned 16 like a month or half ago.
What?
I just turned 16 like a month ago.
16. Golden age. I'm like already sold to metal on 16. That's the right age. Thank you.
So, shall we start?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. So let's like first like go like with an intro stuff. So, tell us your thoughts on like metal and like the whole trend. Like it's one of the most popular and like to thriving and conquering like trends going out in the world right now. So like what are your thoughts on that?
Um, my personal thoughts on that is since the beginning, like metal, it's here like to conquer. That's the first. Like we all know, right? I mean, since the very beginning, since Black Sabbath and until today. So for me, and then again, metal is also become the big part of the mainstream industry for a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
So they have same uh, platform with with pop bands, with alternative bands, with punk bands, emo bands. They not the same, but metal is like older. So
Mm-hmm.
the culture it's already become a culture, because there's a alternative band they put some metal on the music, alternative metal. There's a hip hop they put some metal on that, so become like hip hop metal or something, right? So metal it
So
is here to conquer for sure. I agree.
uh, so like metal's been there for like quite a while now, right?
Oh yeah, I think it really depends on the knowledge, like from Black Sabbath 1970. So yeah, it's a long time. And
Uh,
remember, Metallica conquered the world on 1991.
mhm.
It's also like a long time ago, right? And before that, like Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, you name it. There's Motorhead. So it's quite long journey for metal. Mm.
That's great. So like so like massive loudness, emphatic beats, and like distortion. Despite like the odds of being heard about the metal songs,
Mhm.
what's your take on that? Like on the metal scene, what's your take on that?
Okay. When I was a kid, I asked myself
Mm-hmm.
why I'm attracted to this noisy music, like yeah, like the singer not even sing. They just like
Mm-hmm.
growling, scream. And then as I get older, I know that uh, metal is supposed to be like that. It's I take from Motorhead, like, quote, everything louder than everything else. So metal should be louder than everything else, man. And for me, the people who not even recognize what metal today is ignorance people. It's
Mhm.
they're very ignorant, They just not open mind enough to
Mhm.
like, okay, now the metal is like rule the world, you know. Exactly, like for me, it's supposed to be like, massive loudness, the beats and distortion. It's supposed to be like that. Like that's the weapon to conquer, Like if you go to war, you have to bring your weapon or something, just like that. The distortion is a weapon for a metal band. So yeah,
That's true. Like, no, I actually, I agree with you on that one. Like, when I first heard metal, right?
yeah,
Like, I'm just saying my own opinions. Like, when I first heard metal, I was like, this is very different from like other genres out there, Like, it's like incredibly different, like, because it's like loud and stuff. Like, I was listening to it and I was like, oh, maybe this is not for me. But then, like, slowly, you get hooked to it. It's like there's just something in it. It just catches on.
you just want to digging more, right? Oh, what
Yeah,
more?
yeah, you just
What
like
else? What?
that,
Yeah,
like you just realize that, oh, I'm like metal junkie now.
yeah. And for me, it's like the metal is it touch the wild side of ourselves. People have
Uh-huh.
several different side. In us, we all have like soft side, the hard side, the anger side, or like depressive, blah blah blah. And somehow
Mhm.
metal music related to that. Like if I'm angry at
Uh,
something, and as a kid, I cannot do any shit. Right? So I'm just like,
mhm.
I'm angry because I want that new shoes, but my dad won't, buy it for me. God damn it. See? And suddenly, you listening to Anthrax or Megadeth back then, and it just go away. Like, oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
My anger is like transcending through the music because it's on the same beat. If you're angry, your heart beat faster, right? Like if you
Mhm.
excited, your heart beat faster. And what kind of music who can relate it to that? I think metal, at least back then. So
Great, great. But like the representation of metal scene, is like it's thought to be severely like underrated. So like,
mm,
what's your suggestion for like the mainstream media for like the metal genre to get a bit more limelight?
I agree with that. And at the same time, I want to confront that statement because okay, metal used to be
Uh,
underrated. Okay, of course, it's a
uh,
devil music. It's a lunatic people music. It's supposed to be underrated. Like, but
uh,
today, I think metal somehow some of the metal band is overrated. Metal is no longer underrated music. Maybe underground metal, yeah, like some extreme metal, yeah, in the underground. But once you get famous, like
mhm,
worldwide famous, like let's say Behemoth, right? They started as
mhm,
an underground band, and now,
mhm.
like every metalhead in the fucking world know exactly who Behemoth is. So it's not underrated anymore. You know, they now like they're touring everywhere. Sold out. Lots of people come.
Mhm.
So yeah, metal used to be underrated, but now for me it can be applied to underground band, I guess. Like more like progressive band. They make the difficult music, but like people doesn't want to like, oh, it's too long. Oh,
Uh,
it's too difficult. No, that's underrated for me. But not the metal in general. For me, underrated is
uh,
for some band. It's underrated.
mhm. So like that's your view on the whole
Yeah,
underrated scene, right?
yeah, and
Uh,
the media right now, like
mhm,
lots of media from all over the world, like they come to Wacken Open Air, they come to like whatever festival, how fast this that they know what to do
uh,
now. Okay, what we should wrote for next year. Easy. Let's go to lots of all festival in Europe, Resurrection Fest, you name it. So there's
uh,
no, like I said, the media guy who don't want to um, accept metal as a big scene, maybe the biggest. They just like
mhm,
ignorant people. They just like, yeah.
uh, that's great. So, okay, here's another question. Like women in the metal scene, right? Like, what's your take on that?
Oh, I'm happy. Really, yeah.
No, of course. Like, yeah.
Yeah, that's like just like I said, metal now is like become the choice. Back in the day,
Uh,
metal music is not even the choice for a woman. Like, nah, I'm not gonna play in metal band. What the fuck? And I want to be like, my Britney Spears or like, But now you can be metal as fuck. At the same time, you can be brutal, kick ass, blasphemous, metal musician also, right?
uh,
So for me, we look at the sexy is in a new perspective, in a new glass now. So, back then being sexy is you have to dress like you want to go to the party or to the club. But now you can look sexy with the leather pants, metal shirt. So yeah, more
mhm.
women become a metalhead. I think it's better.
Yeah,
It's for
of course.
everyone. It's for everyone. It's for everyone.
Yeah, yeah, of course, of course.
Our metal god is gay. You know what can I say? Our metal god, right? Rob Halford from
Uh,
Judas Priest, that we call him metal god. He's gay, so it's for everyone.
uh, see. No, actually, I do believe one thing though. Like metal, in my opinion, is like has like a wide range. When it comes to like emotion and stuff. Like I've heard metal songs that are sad. That are happy. Like like for all spectrum of emotions.
Sure, sure. There's a, there's a band like emo metalcore. There's a emo,
Uh
metal, and hardcore in one band. So
yes.
you can you
Is
can
it?
get lots,
You can get everything.
everything: love song, broken heart, blasphemy, politics, everything. So yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you.
Uh, I don't know. So, what sort of songs do you like? Of course, in metal also you would have like some preferences. Like like these songs on these topics and stuff. So, like, what's your preferences?
To write a song, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
My
Pardon?
preference throughout. Um, I wrote most of the music in my band. Okay, my preference, it's always my favorite band, just like everyone else, you know. But
Uh,
but every person had different journey. So there's nothing in the world could be exactly the same, right? So
mm-hmm.
if you even if you like some particular band, you want to write music like them,
Mm-hmm.
but you will never be like them. You can just be you. So that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I listen to so many kind of metal, from old school rock, classic rock, to the fucking brutal technical death metal today. I'm listening just for preference, my self preferences. So I know. But if I wrote music, the connection is not this. but it
Uh-huh.
go down to this, to your heart. If you, yeah.
Yes.
So no matter how many band you're listening, you always come back to something you love most, right? So yeah, my preference is so many. Thrash metal,
Agree.
hardcore,
Uh,
black metal,
mhm.
death metal, of course. Um, I like I like lots of metal.
uh, okay. So what's your favorite song of from your band? Like, what's your favorite?
My favorite song from my band.
Yes.
It's from our four, five, six. It's taken from our sixth album. It's called Burung Bangkai. It's called Burung Bangkai. In English, it's a vulture. It's a vulture.
Uh-huh.
Uh, it's my favorite song because that's the first time I wrote the song for my friend who passed away. So,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
and this guy, my friend, is one of the most important person in Indonesia metal scene. If not because of him, I'm not gonna be
Mhm.
sitting here talking to you. So
Mhm.
he's
Mhm.
the he's the owner of Road Trapper Records, the best death metal record label in Indonesia back in the day. They released lots of band. Six Akubur, you name it. You name it, all of the big death metal in Indonesia. Like it's like a road
Uh-huh.
runner in USA. You know, like so he's my friend since we in junior high school. We played together since junior high school. And he passed away, heart attack. So I wrote the song for him because I knew him personally. So I know his wildest thoughts on everything. So that's my favorite song because it's about the one I love. Yeah, my best friend.
Yeah, yeah. That song, I truly believe that song would be very close to your heart. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. Actually, when the first time we played that song on stage, I'm crying literally. I'm
uh-huh.
crying on stage. Yeah, it's very emotional to me. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
So, okay, so your new album with a different format is like acoustic format. So, like, what is brewing in for like your listeners?
First, I love acoustic music. I love acoustic guitar. I learned play guitar from
Uh,
acoustic, right?
mhm.
I have nothing against acoustic, but for me, yeah, but for me, acoustic music, it's for the rock, like rock genre. You know, if you go to the metal, it maybe some thrash metal like Metallica, Megadeth. You know, they have like a Korn. They can, but because they still sing. You can hear people sing
Pardon,
along.
Andre. Like, could you excuse me for a minute? Like, I have to close my camera. Like, there's some problem. If you don't mind.
Oh, okay, but
Sure, sure.
it's
Like, I'm very sorry. Like,
it's
it's
okay.
like some sort of an error is showing up. So, like, I have to put it down.
Yeah, it's okay. Never mind.
Uh,
So
please, please, my bad. Continue, please.
yeah, yeah. So for my band, I think it's impossible to go with acoustic
Mm-hmm.
format. It's impossible because death metal is death metal. Like I play death metal because I love some death metal band when I'm still a kid like you. If they don't do acoustic album, so do I. I'm just following them. All right. So
Uh-huh.
I never heard that metal band goes with acoustic. I think it's not gonna fit. That's my personal opinion, though. I could be wrong, but
No, but like according to me, I don't think like following someone is bad. Like, of course, you need to have someone to follow, right? That is when you
yeah,
when you follow in the footstep, then create your own path. That is how it goes, right?
yeah, sure. And for me, we all just followers. We all, even Metallica, they just like they want to be like Motorhead, right? They have their hero, and they are my hero. So and like Cannibal Corpse, I play death metal because of Suffocation, Cannibal Corpse, Morbid Angel, Monstrosity, Dayside, like all the '90s band, and they don't have acoustic album, so I don't think we're gonna have one.
uh,
But if
it's
other
like
band wanna do it, it's okay.
yes, yes. You saying something?
No, no, I mean if other band want to do acoustic format like death metal band, it's okay. I want to
Uh,
listen to it.
so
Did you
like,
hear my?
what's your thoughts on the
Mhm.
experiences till date from
Um,
recording like your first album till now?
uh, it's a fine ride. It's a nice ride. For me, it's a interesting
Uh,
journey. Uh, um, it's like life exactly. Like you sometimes you're happy, sometimes you're angry, but yeah, I'm just I'm just a go while I can. So for me, my every time I go on stage is also it's always feel like the first for me. Uh, yeah. So every day it's, it's the same. Nothing's changed.
uh,
From the time I'm recording my first song in the studio
mhm,
until like now, it still feels the same. It's the excitement is still there. Um,
mhm.
and yeah, I feel like I'm just doing something I love, man. I don't know how to explain this, but you just have to go like your own way. So,
Yes.
yeah.
So like, would you say that it's been a smooth ride so far?
What? Pardon?
Would you say like it's been a smooth ride so far, like
Uh,
from your first album to now?
oh, not at all. It's never smooth,
Uh,
man. It's
uh,
never. But that what
it's
makes
not.
it
It's never.
interesting. Yeah, that what makes it interesting,
Mhm.
right? Uh, but that hard road, the I don't know. Let's make it interesting. If you can go through it, then you'll be stronger, of course. Um,
Yes, yes, yes.
and I know such a thing as easy, yeah,
Mhm.
in a band. No, even if your band is Coldplay, ask them. It's never easy. The bigger your
Uh,
band, like, the bigger pressure is. So
mhm.
yeah, I think it's never smooth, man.
I see. That's great. So, disruption and metal scene. Your take on that?
The way it should be. I mean, metal scene is, you know, it has to be someone who feel disturbed with the metal scene. Yeah, because if not, then there's nothing to nothing to fight for. There's nothing. So I think yeah,
Mhm.
like disruption and metal scene has to go together. But I mean, not the riot and all things. No, no, but more in intelligent way. You know,
Uh,
do it with your music, do it with your song, with your lyrics. Uh, yeah,
mhm.
it has to disturb some people. That's what metal is all about, man. First, you have to disturb your neighbor, right? And then, yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, that's my.
So, like, according to you, like, it goes. It's like two sides of the same coin, right? The metal
Oh
and
yeah,
mood as well.
yeah. There's always two sides in everything, right?
Uh,
Yeah, and medicine is no different. It's the same with everything. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
There's a black metal and there's a white metal, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's metal. It has everything. You choose what
Mm-hmm.
you what you wanna what you want to be remembered of. Huh? It's your choice.
Mm-hmm. So, Andre, is there like anything that you wanted to, speak on public? Anything related to, metal scene or anything you wanted to speak
Uh,
hard out of?
pardon. That I want to speak.
No, I was asking if there's anything you want to speak about, like the metal scene, like
Oh,
anything you want to talk about to the audience.
oh yeah. I really hope the metal scene is not just big, like lots of people become the metalhead, but also
Uh,
uh, they should have knowledge of metal. They should digging, like they have to know the roots. uh, you cannot you cannot like for example, you cannot like municipal waste if you're not like Metallica, right?
mm-hmm.
For me, that's yeah. And if you find new band first, that's okay. That's normal, but you have to go back way back and learn about the culture, because metal is not just music; it's a culture now. Yeah. For me, that's my
Mm-hmm.
opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, uh, keep metal alive and keep the culture.
Yeah, yeah, of course, of course.
Yeah.
So, so Andre, like, I think like all of our questions are pretty much done. So we'll be signing off
Oh
soon.
yeah.
But firstly, like, what's like everything and anything that's like going on, like that your listeners should know.
What's going on today in Indonesian metal scene?
Nah, like, what's going on in your like band? Like anything coming up?
Oh, I'm sorry, your voice is not correct. It's noise, Abhishek. Lagi. Uh, Pantuk malah. Sini sama tim. I cannot hear. Just like noise. Uh, Hello. It's a noise. Oh, it's a noise. It's a noise. Okay. Okay. Menunggu saya. Saya-
Hi, Andre. This is Abhijita. I'm
Hey,
sorry for the technical difficulties.
oh, it's okay. Like,
And in this part of the interview, I'm joining you.
yes,
Abhishek got some technical glitch on his part.
yeah. The
And
audio. Audio.
yeah, you can continue explaining your part.
Uh, what? Which part? Yeah.
Uh,
I think I already said. I mean, I'm not listening to his last question.
all right. He just asked like to explain your own experiences in the metal scene, the future of metal scene, how we are going to conquer further through music, how we are going to change if there is any challenges in the future, and so on.
Oh yeah, like I said before, um, uh, if the metal scene today getting bigger, it's not just the quantity of the people, like thousands people, millions people, but they also have to know the culture too, not just the not just the music. Um, so yeah, so I think I already said this. I said if you want metal to live eternally, like still like become extra music. So yeah, you have to keep the culture, not just the music.
All right. And are we going to hear some music from you, live music in today's interview?
Live music. I don't think you can you can maybe in our live show 2 weeks. I can give you the video of the next show we have.
All right. And hopefully, we are waiting for your next album. If you want to
Oh yeah.
let our viewers know about your next album.
Yeah, it's gonna call Dari Langit. It's Indonesian langit for uh, from the sky. That's the title of the new album.
All right.
Um, it's gonna be 9 new songs. Um, that's all, like nine death metal songs.
Wow.
Hopefully we can uh, go to India and play for you guys. Great.
All right. Today we have almost discussed a lot of questions.
Yeah, I think so. Oh,
And we are towards the end of this session today. Hope
okay.
you will share some insights or parting words for our viewers, and then we can close this session for today.
Pardon. Can you repeat? It's
Yeah, it's today's last, the last moment of our interview. This brings to us our last moment of the interview where we would like to know about some insights from you to all our viewers. Some parting
um.
words.
Thank you for supporting metal all these years. Hopefully, see you on the road on the next tour. So yeah, I love you guys. Thank you.
We love you too. Lots of love from India, and we would like to visit Indonesia in the future and support your
Sure.
band further.
Thank you very much. Oh yeah, it's a must.
Yes, it's a must. Thank you. Thank you so
Thank you very
much.
much. Abhijita, thank you.
Thank you. Namaste.